Alaska, the last frontier. A land so immense, so wild, it feels almost otherworldly. This is where nature rules, where towering peaks reach the sky, and ancient glaciers carve their paths through icy valleys. A place of contrasts where winters are long and unforgiving, yet summers bring endless daylight, awakening the wilderness with life. Here, the wild is not just scenery, it is alive, breathing, and ever-changing. Majestic grizzly bears roam the rivers, hunting salmon in the rushing waters. Wolves move like shadows through dense forests, while moose traverse misty wetlands, their presence both commanding and serene. Beneath the waves, the oceans are teeming with life. Orcas glide gracefully through the deep blue. Alaska's seas are a realm of their own, cold, wild, and mysterious. But Alaska is more than a destination, it is an experience. It's the sensation of standing at the edge of the world, where silence stretches endlessly and time slows to a whisper. It's the rush of wind as you tread on a glacier, the crunch of fresh snow underfoot, and the dance of the northern lights painting the heavens in hues of green and violet. This land beckons adventurers, dreamers, and seekers of the unknown. It humbles, reminding you of nature's raw power, while inviting you to discover its boundless wonders. Welcome to Alaska. A land of staggering beauty. A land shrouded in mystery. A land of untamed majesty. Juneau. Nestled between towering mountains and the icy waters of the Inside Passage, Juneau stands apart from any other U.S. capital. Accessible only by plane or boat, this remote yet lively city is shaped by glaciers, temperate rainforests, and abundant wildlife in ways few capitals can rival. The crown jewel of Juneau's natural wonders is Mendenhall Glacier, a massive river of ice flowing from the Juneau icefield into a turquoise lake dotted with drifting icebergs. Juneau also hosts the Tongass National Forest, the largest temperate rainforest on Earth. Here, colossal spruce and hemlock trees stretch skyward. Moss-draped trails weave through misty waterfalls, and the wilderness pulses with life. Brown bears patrol salmon-rich streams, bald eagles perch on fallen logs, and humpback whales breach in the glacier-fed waters of the Gastineau Channel. Despite its seclusion, Juneau is steeped in history and culture. Downtown's colorful buildings and wooden boardwalks tell tales of the Gold Rush era, while the Alaska State Museum and Sea-Alaska Heritage Center honor the traditions of the Tlingit, Haida, and Tsimshian peoples. For adventure seekers, the thrills are endless. Helicopter tours land on remote glaciers, offering the chance to walk on ice thousands of years old. Kayakers glide alongside towering icebergs and playful sea lions, while boat tours venture deep into Tracy Arm Fjord, where sheer granite cliffs, thundering waterfalls, and carving glaciers create a scene straight from a dream. While some capitals are defined by politics, Juneau is defined by nature, untamed, unpredictable, and breathtaking at every turn. Wasilla. Nestled in the Matanuska-Susitna Valley and framed by snow-capped peaks, sprawling lakes, and endless wilderness, Wasilla serves as a gateway to adventure in the heart of south-central Alaska. Just 45 miles north of Anchorage, this small but rapidly growing town blends rugged frontier charm with modern conveniences, making it the perfect base for exploring the untamed beauty of the last frontier. Today, it remains a place where dog mushers train for the legendary Iditarod, where the wilderness is always within reach, and where adventure is woven into daily life. Lake Lucille and Wasilla Lake, located in town, offer tranquil spots for kayaking, fishing, and soaking in stunning views of the Talkeetna and Chugach Mountains. Beyond the city limits, the Knik and Matanuska rivers wind through glacial valleys, while a short drive to Hatcher Pass reveals breathtaking alpine vistas, wildflower-strewn meadows, and the preserved remnants of Independence Mine, a historic gold mining site frozen in time. Outdoor enthusiasts will find endless opportunities for adventure here. Hikers and mountain bikers traverse a vast network of trails leading into the wilderness, while snowmobilers and cross-country skiers take over during the winter months. For thrill seekers, The nearby Knik Glacier provides jaw-dropping scenery accessible by helicopter, off-road vehicle, or even dog sled in the colder months. Wildlife is abundant. Moose roam neighborhoods, eagles soar overhead, and bears wander the forests just beyond town. When night falls, the northern lights illuminate the sky, casting an ethereal glow over the valley. Wasilla may not be as remote as some Alaskan towns, yet it embodies the same spirit. A place where adventure is always at your doorstep, where history lingers in the air, and where the vast, untamed beauty of Alaska is never far away. Kodiak. Rugged, remote, and magnificently wild, Kodiak Island is a land of towering peaks, dense rainforests, and untamed coastlines, creating one of Alaska's most breathtaking landscapes. Known as the Emerald Isle for its verdant hills shrouded in mist, Kodiak boasts some of the state's most dramatic scenery and legendary wildlife. At the heart of this island wilderness lives its most iconic resident, the Kodiak bear, the largest brown bear on Earth. Roaming the island's vast expanses, these massive creatures can weigh up to 1,500 pounds, thriving on salmon, berries, and the island's natural bounty. In the Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge, which encompasses 2/3 of the island, visitors have the chance to observe these magnificent animals in their natural environment, wading through rivers, grazing in open meadows, or ambling along rugged shorelines. For adventure seekers, Kodiak is an unparalleled playground. Hikers traverse alpine ridges, rewarded with sweeping vistas of fjords, glaciers, and the endless Pacific stretching to the horizon. For those craving serenity, the island's hidden beaches provide the perfect vantage point to witness some of the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets imaginable. Kodiak is defined by extremes: wild, untamed, and unforgettable. A place where the essence of Alaska feels as vast as the ocean surrounding it. Seward. Nestled between the towering peaks of the Kenai Mountains and the icy expanse of Resurrection Bay, Seward stands as one of Alaska's most stunning coastal towns. Serving as the gateway to Kenai Fjords National Park, this small yet spectacular town is where glaciers meet the ocean, Wildlife roams freely, and adventure awaits around every corner. A highlight of the area is Exit Glacier, where visitors can hike right up to the ancient ice and feel the chill of a glacier that has shaped the landscape for millennia. The waters around Seward teem with life. Orcas slice through the waves, humpback whales breach in dramatic displays, and sea otters float playfully in the bay. On land, black bears wander the dense forests, while bald eagles perch high above, surveying the wild scene below. Seward is also a town built on adventure. The Mount Marathon Race, one of the most challenging foot races in the world, tests runners as they climb nearly 3,000 feet of rugged mountain terrain before racing back down at breakneck speed. For those who prefer a more leisurely pace, the Lost Lake Trail winds through alpine meadows, past sparkling lakes, and into the untouched wilderness of the Kenai Peninsula. As the sun sets behind the mountains, the harbor comes alive with boats returning from deep-sea fishing trips, their decks brimming with halibut, salmon, and rockfish, a vivid reminder of Alaska's abundant waters. Some places are simply beautiful. Seward is more than that. It's a place where glaciers breathe, the ocean sings, and the wild spirit of Alaska pulses through every wave and mountain peak. Anderson Bay. Hidden deep within the remote wilderness of southeast Alaska, Anderson Bay is a secluded haven where towering forests, mist-shrouded mountains, and serene waters converge to form an untouched sanctuary. Far from the crowds, this hidden gem offers an escape into the raw, unspoiled beauty of Alaska's coastal wilderness, a place where time slows and nature speaks in whispers carried by wind and water. Framed by steep, forested slopes and rugged cliffs, Anderson Bay feels like a world entirely its own. The deep, glassy waters mirror the ever-changing sky, while the surrounding Tongass National Forest, the largest temperate rainforest on Earth, embraces the shoreline in a lush green canopy. Here, moss-covered trees, cascading waterfalls, and the mingling scents of cedar and salty air create an atmosphere of quiet awe. Few places remain so wild and pristine. Anderson Bay is more than just a destination. It's a retreat into the heart of Alaska's untamed splendor, where the only sounds are the rustle of leaves, the gentle lapping of waves, and the distant call of an eagle soaring above. Sitka. Located on the western edge of Baranof Island, where the Pacific Ocean meets the towering peaks of the Tongass National Forest, Sitka is where history, culture, and untamed natural beauty converge. Once the capital of Russian Alaska, this remote town is steeped in indigenous heritage, Russian legacy, and a wilderness that stretches as far as the eye can see. Framed by the endless blue of the Inside Passage, Sitka's coastline is a labyrinth of rocky islets, mist-laden fjords, and hidden coves, teeming with wildlife. For outdoor enthusiasts, Sitka is a playground of adventure. Hikers who ascend Mount Verstovia are rewarded with sweeping panoramas of the town, the ocean, and distant volcanic peaks. Kayakers navigate Sitka Sound, weaving between islands where sea lions lounge on rugged outcrops. Beyond the town, the fortress of the Bear Sanctuary provides a close encounter with orphaned bears, showcasing the majesty of these powerful creatures. Sitka is shaped by the sea, the mountains, and the enduring spirit of its people, past and present. Wild, remote, and awe-inspiring, Sitka is a place where the heartbeat of Alaska can truly be felt. Kenai River. Winding through the untamed heart of Alaska, the Kenai River glistens like a ribbon of turquoise, a lifeline of glacial meltwater, carving its path through some of the most stunning landscapes on Earth. Originating from the icy Kenai Lake, cradled by snow-capped peaks, the river threads through verdant forests, rolling valleys, and rugged canyons, before emptying into the expansive Cook Inlet. But the Kenai is more than a river, it's a playground for adventure. Thrilling whitewater rapids roar through narrow gorges, delivering adrenaline-pumping experiences for thrill-seekers, while serene stretches invite gentle drifting where the only sounds are the soft splash of paddles and the haunting call of loons across the water. Come autumn, the riverbanks ignite with fiery golds and reds, mirrored perfectly on the glassy surface, creating a living masterpiece of nature. This river pulses with life, wild and untamed, a true Alaskan treasure, where nature rules supreme. Denali National Park and Preserve. In the untamed heart of Alaska, where jagged peaks pierce the sky and endless tundras stretch as far as the eye can see, lies Denali National Park and Preserve, a realm so raw and vast, it seems untouched by time. Spanning over 6 million acres, this is a place where nature reigns supreme, where silence is interrupted only by the call of a raven or the distant rumble of an avalanche. At its center towers Denali, North America's highest peak, rising 20,310 feet above the land. Its snow-blanketed slopes soar dramatically over the surrounding wilderness, often shrouded in swirling clouds. To the Koyukon Athabascans, Denali means the High One, a name perfectly suited to this colossal giant. Yet, Denali is more than a mountain, it is a living world, home to creatures that have roamed these lands for millennia. Grizzly bears roam the tundra, caribou herds move like shadows across the valleys, and wolves slip silently through the forests, ever present but rarely seen. As the seasons shift, so too does Denali's spellbinding beauty. In summer, the tundra blooms into a vibrant patchwork of wildflowers, and endless daylight stretches the hours into golden eternity. In winter, the land transforms into a frozen kingdom, where the aurora borealis shimmers in hypnotic waves of green and violet across the night sky. Some parks invite exploration. Denali challenges you to embrace the wild, to step beyond the familiar, and lose yourself in nature's most magnificent masterpiece. Tongass National Forest. Spanning the mist-laden coast of Alaska, Tongass National Forest is a realm of towering trees, endless fjords, and time-worn glaciers. At 16.7 million acres, it stands as the largest temperate rainforest on Earth, a place where nature rules, untamed and untouched. Colossal Sitka spruce and western hemlock soar like cathedral pillars, their moss-draped limbs weaving a dense, emerald canopy overhead. Below, crystal-clear rivers thread their way through jagged cliffs and verdant valleys. Bald eagles wheel overhead, their sharp cries echoing through the forest's vast corridors. In the fjords, orcas and humpback whales glide gracefully through icy waters, breaking the silence of this immense aquatic wilderness. Deeper within the forest, elusive wolves and lynx slip like shadows among the undergrowth, while mighty brown bears emerge to fish for salmon in rushing streams. These waters, alive with life, sustain the epic migration of millions of salmon each year, fueling the intricate web of an ecosystem among the richest on the planet. As mist drifts through the valleys and raindrops patter softly on the leaves, Tongass feels almost magical, a place where time slows and nature narrates its ancient tale. It is a world far removed from modern life, a living testament to the raw, rugged beauty of Alaska. Knik River. Emerging from the icy heart of the Chugach Mountains, the Knik River flows as a mesmerizing ribbon of glacial blue water, cutting through the untamed wilderness of south-central Alaska. Fed by the colossal Knik Glacier, this river is more than a mere waterway. It is a lifeline, carving its path through dramatic landscapes of soaring peaks, rugged cliffs, and expansive open valleys. Its ethereal turquoise hue comes from finely ground glacial silt suspended in the current, creating a striking contrast against the lush green valleys it winds through. In the distance, the Chugach Range stands like silent sentinels, their snow-capped summits mirrored in the river's rippling waters. Adventure along the Knik River takes many forms. Jet boat tours race across its surface, weaving through hidden channels and gliding past floating icebergs. For a bird's-eye perspective, flight-seeing tours over Knik Glacier reveal a surreal panorama of jagged crevasses, ice falls, and frozen rivers stretching endlessly toward the horizon. Wildlife is ever present along the riverbanks. Moose graze in the meadows, their massive forms partially concealed by tall grasses, while eagles soar overhead, scanning the waters below. The river transforms with the seasons. In summer, it glimmers like liquid sapphire under the endless Alaskan daylight. In winter, it becomes a frozen wonderland, where the wind carves intricate patterns in the ice, and dog-sled teams glide across its snowy expanse. Some rivers are simply waterways. The Knik River is a journey, an immersive adventure through Alaska's most pristine and awe-inspiring landscapes. Turnagain Arm. Winding along the iconic Seward Highway, Turnagain Arm is one of Alaska's most spellbinding landscapes, a realm where towering mountains plunge dramatically into silvery waters, where tides surge with relentless energy, and where untamed wilderness stretches as far as the eye can see. Shaped by ancient glaciers, this striking waterway flows from Cook Inlet, bordered by the rugged peaks of the Chugach Mountains on one side and vast stretches of coastal wilderness on the other. The highway that hugs its shoreline is frequently hailed as one of North America's most scenic drives, with every curve unveiling breathtaking vistas that feel straight out of a painting. Yet Turnagain Arm is more than just a visual marvel. It hosts one of the world's most powerful bore tides, a rolling wall of water that races through the inlet at speeds up to 15 miles per hour and rises over 10 feet. Thrill seekers ride this rare natural spectacle as surfers, paddleboarders, and kayakers glide across the silty waves, chasing the incoming tide. Wildlife thrives along the arm's edges. With a bit of luck, you may spot a moose or a black bear foraging near the highway, adding a touch of untamed life to the scenery. Each season reveals a new facet of Turnagain Arm's beauty. In summer, vibrant fireweed lines the roadsides while the sun dances across the water. In winter, the landscape transforms into an icy wonderland, with frozen waterfalls clinging to cliffs and snow-dusted peaks piercing the sky. some places are beautiful from afar. Turnagain Arm is a landscape you feel where the tides roar, the mountains whisper, and the wild spirit of Alaska pulses through every ripple and gust of wind. Hatcher Pass. High in the rugged Talkeetna Mountains, where crisp air kisses your cheeks and jagged peaks seem to touch the sky, lies Hatcher Pass, a breathtaking corner of Alaska that feels like a world unto itself. With rolling tundra, meadows blanketed in wildflowers, and snow-speckled summits, this hidden gem is a haven for adventurers, nature enthusiasts, and anyone seeking solitude amid the wilderness. Unlike the towering giants of Denali, or the icy expanses of Alaska's glaciers, Hatcher Pass offers a more intimate, personal kind of beauty. In summer, the hills explode with vibrant fireweed, lupine, and Arctic daisies, their colors swaying gently in the mountain breeze. For hikers and explorers, the trails seem endless, winding through alpine meadows, ridge lines, and valleys waiting to be discovered. Come winter, Hatcher Pass transforms into a pristine, snowy wonderland. Untouched powder cloaks the slopes, attracting backcountry skiers, snowboarders, and snowshoers to its secluded terrain. The silence is profound, broken only by the soft crunch of snow beneath your feet or the distant whistle of wind sweeping through the mountains. Hatcher Pass enchants in every season, bathed in the golden light of summer, sparkling under winter's icy sheen, or illuminated by the ethereal dance of the northern lights. Mendenhall Glacier. Just beyond Juneau, nestled amid rugged peaks and ancient forests, lies Mendenhall Glacier, a majestic frozen giant that has endured through the ages. Stretching 21 kilometers from the immense Juneau icefield, this river of ice winds between towering mountains, its jagged, electric blue surface strikingly contrasting with the deep green of the surrounding rainforest. For centuries, Mendenhall has been in constant motion, shaping and sculpting the landscape beneath its immense weight. Yet, like many glaciers today, it is gradually retreating, unveiling dramatic terrains once hidden beneath millennia of ice. Standing at the glacier's edge, the silence is occasionally shattered by the thunderous crack of calving ice, as massive chunks plunge into the icy waters below. At its base, Mendenhall Lake mirrors the icy expanse above, while in the distance, Nugget Falls roars a powerful waterfall cascading down the mountainside, fed by the ever-melting glacier. Unalaska. Far out in the Aleutian Islands, where the Pacific Ocean meets the Bering Sea, lies Unalaska, a land of untamed wilderness and rich cultural history. This remote island town, often associated with its renowned port, Dutch Harbour, is a realm of mist-shrouded mountains, volcanic peaks, and rugged coastlines, where nature asserts its power. Surrounded by the vast expanse of the North Pacific, Unalaska boasts some of Alaska's most dramatic landscapes. Towering cliffs plunge into turbulent waters, while emerald valleys stretch toward the horizon, often veiled in a ghostly fog. The weather here is unpredictable, calm and serene, one moment, fierce and stormy the next, adding to the island's wild allure. Despite its isolation, Unalaska has long held historical significance. Russian explorers left their mark, World War II battles shaped its past, and Dutch Harbour has become the busiest commercial fishing port in the US, fueled by thriving Bering Sea crab and pollock fisheries. Wildlife abounds in this rugged environment. Sea otters and harbor seals drift through icy waters, while humpback whales and orcas traverse the surrounding seas. Hillsides shelter elusive red foxes, and in summer, fields of wildflowers explode in color, painting the landscape in vivid hues. Adventure in Unalaska mirrors its untamed character. This is a place on the edge, remote, mysterious, and breathtakingly wild, where the sea and sky collide in a constant dance of wind, waves, and wonder. Valdez. Nestled deep within Prince William Sound, surrounded by towering snow-draped peaks and cascading waterfalls, Valdez showcases Alaska's wild beauty at its most dramatic. Often called the Little Switzerland of Alaska, this remote coastal town is a gateway to awe-inspiring glaciers, rich marine life, and some of the last frontier's most breathtaking scenery. The journey to Valdez is an adventure in itself. Driving along the Richardson Highway, visitors pass through Keystone Canyon, where sheer rock walls rise on both sides, and Bridal Veil and Horsetail Falls plunge in dazzling displays of rushing water. In winter, these falls freeze into shimmering blue ice, attracting climbers from around the world to scale their frozen heights. The waters around Valdez teem with wildlife. Humpback whales breach spectacularly, sending sprays of white mist into the air, while sea otters float on their backs, cracking open shellfish. Orcas, harbor seals, and Steller sea lions are frequent visitors, and the skies often host bald eagles soaring above the fjords. Winter transforms the town into a snowy wonderland, boasting some of the highest annual snowfall levels globally, making it a haven for extreme skiing and snowboarding enthusiasts. Some places feel untouched by time. Valdez is one of them, a land where glaciers still sculpt the terrain. Fjords conceal the secrets of the deep, and Alaska's untamed spirit pulses as raw and wild as ever. Anchorage. Cradled between the majestic Chugach Mountains and the sparkling waters of Cook Inlet, Anchorage is a city like no other. It's a place where Alaska's untamed wilderness converges with modern amenities, offering a unique mix of adventure, culture, and awe-inspiring natural beauty. Though Alaska's largest city, Anchorage remains far from ordinary. Moose wander through residential streets, bald eagles perch atop streetlights, and on clear days, the towering presence of Denali, North America's highest peak, dominates the horizon. With over 250 miles of trails, the city is an outdoor enthusiast's dream. Bike along the scenic Tony Knowles Coastal Trail, hike flat-top mountains' alpine tundra, or watch the sun sink into the waters of Cook Inlet. At Lake Hood, the world's busiest seaplane base, float planes lift off and land against a backdrop of rugged peaks, ready to transport adventurers into Alaska's remote backcountry. Anchorage is also the cultural heartbeat of the state. At the Anchorage Museum and the Alaska Native Heritage Center, visitors can uncover the rich history and enduring traditions of Alaska's indigenous peoples, whose deep bond with the land has shaped the region for millennia. Some cities are defined by their skyline. Anchorage is defined by its wild spirit, where adventure awaits just beyond your doorstep, and the beauty of nature is never far away.